Terrebonne Parish School District is now hiring bus drivers. A valid CDL is required. If you don't have a CDL, we have paid training available. You must be able to pass a medical health exam and a drug test. Our salary range is very competitive with similar jobs starting at $26 per hour. Benefits include free health insurance and retirement. Contact the TPSD Transportation Office at 876-7400 or apply online at www.tpsd.org.
Good evening and welcome to our show, Going Public. I'm Renee Fossica, and joining us tonight from the Terrebonne Parish School District are Angele Black, the Indian Education Coordinator, and Tiffany Boudreau, the Indian Education Resource Specialist. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. With November being Native American Month, you guys are here to give us an update on what actually the Indian Education Program does and how you get involved with the school district. Angele, can you explain what the Indian Education Program is and what services you provide to your students?
Yes. So the Indian Education Program is a federal grant that we've received here in the Terrebonne Parish School District since about the 1970s. So it's been around a long time. Right now, we currently have right over 1,500 students enrolled in our program. Some of and they're at all the schools in the district, all of them. So we provide paraprofessionals at the elementary and middle schools that have the highest numbers of our Native American children to provide assistance in ELA and math. We provide school supplies for any students who might need assistance purchasing school supplies at the beginning of the school year or really any time during the school year. We provide ACT prep books to our 10th graders, ACT approved calculators for our 9th graders. We have a literacy program for our middle school students. We provide academic, college and career, and behavioral counseling for any student that may be in need of some extra assistance there. We provide scholarship information for students who are looking to go to college after graduation. We have cultural field trips for our middle school students, and then college and career field trips for our high school students. We also have a big Native American graduation ceremony that we recognize our graduating seniors each May.
So you guys do provide a good bit of services to your students.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and talk about how can a student enroll in the Indian Education Program, Tiffany?
So we register them using the ED 506 form, which acts as the official record of eligibility for each child, counted in the federal Title VI Indian Education Formula Grant Program. So we use our school's database to reach out and try to find potential students. And then as we send out the 506 forms to schools, when we receive them back, I work closely with the tribes in the area so that we can fill out the missing things that maybe they don't have the information on hand. So we can locate that information for them, and we try to assist them in every way that we can so that each child can receive the services that Angele spoke about before.
And if a parent is interested in finding or getting a 506 form, how can they get one?
So if they go to one of the schools, if their child goes to one of the schools that has a paraprofessional, they can get it through that person, or they can get it from a homeroom teacher, or they can also visit Angele or I at our office or call the office, and we'll sure to get one out to them.
Right. We do have a link also posted on the Terrebonne Parish website. If they go and scroll to federal department and then select Indian Ed, there's a link there that has the form as well.
So they can access it there. Angele, I know during your services you talked about some college and career prep. Could you explain what the Indian Education Program does for college and career awareness?
Yes. So some things that I do is I actually meet with every one of our senior students each year. I try to meet with them in the fall once and at least once in the spring. I offer them assistance filling out the FAFSA, filling out college applications, filling out scholarship applications. And if I even have a student that's really not sure what they want to do after graduation, I can do a college and career interest survey with them where they just they fill out little smiley faces or sad faces depending on whatever's offered in the survey. And then we review the results at the end that kind of tells them what type of career they may enjoy most, because that's what's most important, of course. Some other things we do are we offer college and career field trips, is what I said earlier. We do that for our 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. So last year we took them to Ochsner Medical Center, and we took them to the Fletcher campus in Schriever. And it was an excellent field trip. The kids learned so much. And whenever we took them to Ochsner first, they saw everything. Like The hospital's not just about doctors and nurses. They have the janitorial staff. They have staff that works on the AC units. You have your respiratory therapists. You have people that take x-rays. There are people that work in the lab. So they got to see all of that. And then whenever we took them to Fletcher right after, they could see that there's a place right here in town where they can go to receive the certifications to work there. Or if they want to go and be a janitor or ACT tech, they could actually just go and do on-the-job training for those types of things. So from one end of the spectrum to the other. In the past, we've taken them to Thibodeau Regional, Nichols, Edison, Schwest. We even toured the Port of Fouchon with them a year ago, so that was really fun.
So just definitely brings awareness to everything they can go out and do.
Yes.
Tiffany, can you talk about the paraprofessionals and how they assist students as well?
Yes, so right now we have 7 paraprofessionals stationed at the schools that have the highest Indian student count. They help students that are struggling academically in math and ELA. They also help during the year at our quarterly parent meetings and our field trips that Angel spoke about, as well as our native graduation. Doing things like cultural crafts, they help with our school supply distribution, and then they chaperone as well where needed.
And let's talk before we're ending this segment. Can we go ahead, Angel, and talk about the literacy program that you offer to your middle school students?
Yes, so we offer to every 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grader an opportunity to participate in our literacy program for free. We offer them book options depending on their age or age appropriate and cultural relevancy of the book. All the books are written by Native American authors. This year, the books that were available to them were Ancestor Approved, Walk Two Moons, Jim Thorpe, and Brothers of the Buffalo. And we had a really good turnout this year. It's our 3rd year doing this program. We actually have 86 participants, and they just have to answer a Google Classroom question once a month based on the book that they chose. And then we give them a free pizza certificate through the Book It program with Pizza Hut.
Yeah, so I'm sure you're getting some positive feedback from that.
Yes.
We have to take a short break. Please continue to join us after the break to continue hearing from the Indian Education Program with the Terrebonne Parish School District.
A new company with a lot of history. GIS Engineering has rapidly grown its brand around an experienced team of professionals. GIS Engineering is a full-service planning, engineering, procurement, and construction management company specializing in coastal protection and restoration, upstream and downstream industrial, and transportation infrastructure projects. Putting people first, GIS Engineering, a new company with a lot of history.
Located at 5004 Imperial Drive in Houma, April and Iris is a must-see for those looking for exquisite home decor and gifts. Owned by April Boudreau, along with her talented design team, there is no lack of detail to enhance your shopping experience. April and Iris has all your decor needs.
Come in today and let us help you complete your design vision. It's what we do.
April and Iris, Homa's newest home interior and gift store, where decor and inspiration meet and fulfill all your design needs.
Sea Level Construction is a heavy civil contractor that provides turnkey services for the industrial and marine industries. From building large-scale infrastructure to installing the foundation for expansion projects, Sea Level and its family of companies offer a wide range of capabilities including driven piles, drill deep foundations, structural fabrication, structural concrete, marine construction, barge maintenance and repair, site work development, heavy equipment repair services, and electrical services. Call Sea Level Construction to set the foundations for your next big project.
In South Louisiana, storms are a way of life. Every storm poses a different threat, whether from flooding or hurricane-force winds. At All South Consulting Engineers, we help protect our people from these disasters. Before a storm, we work with our leaders to prevent catastrophic damage. After the storm, we help get the resources needed for rebuilding. We have helped our cities, parishes, and school boards recover over $2 billion to rebuild our community. We'll be here for the next one.
Terrebonne Parish School District is now hiring bus drivers. A valid CDL is required. If you don't have a CDL, we have paid training available. You must be able to pass a medical health exam and a drug test. Our salary range is very competitive with similar jobs starting at $26 per hour. Benefits include free health insurance and retirement. Contact the TPSD Transportation Office at 876-7400 or apply online at www.tpsd.org.
Good evening and welcome back to our show, Going Public. If you are just joining us tonight, I'm Renee Fonseca, and joining us from the Terrebonne Parish School District are Angel Black, the Indian Education Coordinator, and Tiffany Boudreau, the Indian Education Resource Specialist. I want to thank you again for joining us. November is Native American Heritage Month. Angel, in what ways does the program celebrate November?
So the biggest thing that we do is we offer every elementary and middle school the opportunity for us to go in and do a Native American Month presentation. We actually have 20 presentations scheduled for this month at different elementary and middle schools. We have 10 presenters who we pay to come and do these presentations with us. We pay them through the grant project. And our presenters display and demonstrate basket weaving, drumming, flutes, garfish art, beadwork, regalia, moss dolls, and animal furs. Another thing that we're doing this year is we're going to participate in the National Rock Your Mocks Day, which is going to be next Friday, November 14th. And we've been sending out flyers to all of our students who are enrolled in the program this week.
So I know you mentioned you have 20 presentations, so that's a good bit.
Yes.
Tiffany, can you explain what goes into the process of preparing for these presentations and how do you get the schools on board?
Right. So the first thing we do is reach out to our school board and superintendent requesting for them to sign our resolution deeming November as Native American Heritage Month. And once they do that, he sends out that resolution to all of our schools and we ask them to participate. We send out an interest survey to the middle school and elementary schools asking them if they would like to participate in it, giving them selective time slots that they could if they would like to. And then we put together a schedule that'll best work for us, the schools and our presenters so that we can go out into the schools and educate the teachers, the administrators, and the students alike.
And then let's talk about surveys. I know that you send out surveys to some of your fourth graders based on the presentations. Can you explain those surveys and how did the fourth graders, receive them?
Right. So we send out a survey to our fourth graders, although that the program is good for all students in elementary and middle school. We focus in on our fourth graders, and we do that through a Google survey. We do one prior to the presentation, and then we repeat it afterwards so that we can see what they knew beforehand and what they know afterwards. And we ask questions like, what did they use garfish gills for? What was the resource that baskets come from? What did they put on the roofs of their houses? What did they season their gumbo with? And then we're eager to look after and see if they retained any of the information that they heard through the presentation.
And with those results, do most of the students retain a lot of the information?
They do. It's a lot better at the end.
Absolutely. Let's talk about those presentations. What do you both feel is most important for students to learn by attending these presentations?
So a lot of students, they learn about Native Americans in history classes, but they don't know that Native Americans still exist. They look at it as something from the past. So we want to come in and say, we're all here. Tiffany and myself are both members of local Native American tribes. All of our presenters are members of different tribes, all here locally in Terrebonne Parish. And so we introduce them and say, look, these are the crafts that they have for you. They still make them to this day. And even if we don't use certain things the way it was used once, we're going to show them the way it's used now. So for example, palmetto is huge, right? So we're going to tell them, we show them a picture on the screen. This is what palmetto looks like on the side of the road. And so they can connect it. Yes, I see that every day when I'm driving down the road with my parents. And they were like, okay, once they used it for the roofs of houses. Did you know that? No, probably not. Shingles didn't exist way back then. That's how it was used at one time. We talk about how that's the material that our local Native people use for palmetto basket weaving. So we have probably, 4 or 5 of them that are basket weavers who are on our panel. And so we go into great detail with them about this basket weaving. Like, this is how they harvest it. We're going to show them what it looks like whenever you cut it down. This is how many days it takes for it to be right for them to start weaving. And then we'll show them examples. We have about 4 different types of basket weaving that's up there. And so we're going to tell them, okay, it's really important to keep the palmetto moist, because if you start to weave with it and then it's too dried out, it's going to start to crack and break. So we'll have Miss Janie over here who uses a spray bottle to keep hers moist. And then we're over here and we have Miss Maria who keeps hers wrapped in a towel to keep it moist. So it's just really important for them to see how things have come so far from the past, but they still exist at the same time.
And bringing that awareness to those students. And Tiffany, what do you feel is most important or that the students are getting from these presentations?
So I love that they're able to discover the customs and traditions, some of which have been lost. There are some things like some of the baskets that were lost that have been recently brought back. The language has been lost, and they're trying to bring that back. And these students wouldn't know these things if they weren't able to come into that. But one of the things that I love the most about being able to go into the schools is that we're not only presenting to Native American students, we're presenting to all of the students. And these students that don't know anything about Native American culture are learning things about the culture and the heritage of Terrebonne Parish that they wouldn't necessarily know anything about. They don't know, like Angel said, that Native Americans are more than people that were in history books. They're still here, and they're working, going to school with them, and thriving in this community still today.
No, so you're definitely, getting that awareness in.
Yes.
Angel, you had mentioned Rock Your Mocks. When is this, and how does the Indian Education Program participate in this nationwide event?
So we sent out a flyer to every student in our program, and we attached a pin that we were able to purchase with grant funds for them to be able to wear. It's a national event. It's celebrated all next week, actually. So if they want to wear their pin all week, they can. The actual national day is Saturday, November 15th. But since we don't go to school on Saturday, we're letting them do it on the Friday. Our supervisor, in addition to wearing the pin, is also allowing kids to wear moccasin shoes if they have them, wear ribbon skirts or ribbon shirts to represent and be proud of their culture.
Well, good. I want to thank you both for joining us. It does look like our time is up. I always love having you both on the show. I would like to thank you, our viewers, for watching. Don't forget to join us every week on Going Public. Good night.
A new company with a lot of history, GIS Engineering has rapidly grown its brand around an experienced team of professionals. GIS Engineering is a full-service planning, engineering, procurement, and construction management company specializing in coastal protection and restoration, upstream and downstream industrial, and transportation infrastructure projects. Putting people first, GIS Engineering, a new company with a lot of history.